Come on, let's go live. Let's go live. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Yes, yes. Okay, I've been talking about doing a Kempire Radio live podcast recording for a very long time. But I said, let me try it out first with our members. So shout out to all of you that are watching. You are our members. All right. Shout out to our King's Guards. I see them in the building. They're also members of the channel. Thank you. All right. So if you listen to our podcast, Kempire Radio, then you know it's a different experience. Yes, we talk hot topics. Sometimes there is an overlap of some of the things that we talk about on YouTube. However, it's usually the place where we talk about everything, more personal stuff, like my travels and, you know, who just blocked me recently. Okay. And because it is a live podcast recording and you are members, you will have first access to call in and be a part of our podcast. So if you want to call in, just say, hey, feel free. I'm going to post the link so you guys can call in and share your thoughts on anything that we cover during this live podcast. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Come on, y'all. Come on. All right. Hold on. Let me turn this up. Okay. Well, first off, I'm so glad that you guys can hear me. So the podcast, if you know, we talk about, like I said, a variety of things that we don't get a chance to talk about anywhere else, including someone who recently blocked me. We will talk about that at length. Not at length. This is not Kempire After Dark, or is it? Or is it? It might turn into it, which I'm okay with. It's just us here. There's no one else watching. I hope not. But our members. So shout out to all of you for being members. We appreciate your monthly support. You allow content creators like myself to create content that we don't have to limit our language or limit the topic. So we appreciate you guys supporting us on a monthly basis so we can continue to create freely. All right. So thank you guys. Some of you have been members for, a couple of weeks, a couple of months, a year, 2 years. So shout out to all of you. All right. So, okay. So before we get into this, I want to mention this. So Team Kempire members, you'll have access to this until tomorrow this time. However, if you are Royal Court members, you'll have access to this recording until Monday. Senior Royals, you'll always have access to this. Okay, shout out to our Senior Royal tier. Because the edited version of this podcast will be posted on the Kempire Radio podcast platform. And of course, the other version, the video version of this will be posted on the Kempire Radio YouTube channel, but that will be edited down too. Just saying. So some of the callers and things like that, some of the things that we talk about will be taken out. Will be taken out because this is our time. I don't want people to know some of the things that we're talking about. So if there's any ops in the building, get out. Get out. All right, so I just posted a video talking about a lot of divorces. And here in the channel, we love to talk about astrology, what's going on in the planets. We've collaborated with a few different people within that world, including Femtarot. Well, Mercury retrograde just ended. Well, today it's ending, but the reverberation of Mercury retrograde can last for a couple of more days. So if Google Schmoogle if you want to understand what Mercury retrograde is, but that's usually when there's miscommunication. That's usually when things aren't working. I was trying to book a flight. I won't tell you just yet. I was trying to book a flight a few days ago. Maybe like a week ago. I was trying to book a flight because I like to travel. So I was trying to book a flight, and I got an error message on Delta's website. And stupid me, I kept on pressing the complete purchase button like 5 times. You know what happened on my credit card? My credit card is like, you are over your limit. So I cannot. Here's the thing. I didn't buy 6 tickets. Here's the thing. The transaction didn't go through. However, my credit card company is like, well, it's still pending. It didn't go through on Delta's end. Mind you, this is a Delta card too, but it's with American Express. So it's been pending, and now it's not pending. However, it's still saying I don't have the available credit because 6 times. This was not a cheap trip, y'all. All right. So I have not been able to book the trip because I want to do it on this particular Sky Miles card because there are benefits to doing that. And then I was like, wait a second, is it Mercury retrograde still? And today is the day it ends. So, and they already told me it will probably clear up by the 18th. I turned into the worst person. Y'all would have been like, oh my God, Kempire. Well, here's the thing. I have been a loyal member to your damn card for a long time. And you guys are telling me that you can't do anything. Mind you, Delta's saying that the card is, it was never charged. You're saying, well, it's coming up pending. We have to wait for Delta. You're going to have Delta call us. Don't y'all collaborate with Delta? Why am I having to tell them? See, Brooklyn Star says that that Amex has been glitchy lately. Mercury retrograde. And I normally say I win a lot during Mercury retrograde. Not this week. So I took it as a sign. I took this as a sign. Kempire, you will book this when it's supposed to be booked. It's not like I'm going on this trip next week. But you know what I'm just saying? Deborah, come on, shut up. Kempire got money. Mine would have gone through twice. Well, I'm also a member of this. I have a Delta Platinum. Look, come on, Platinum card. I've had this card on years. And I've been trying to be loyal to Delta to kind of get my miles up. But I told the customer service man, I was like, I've been very loyal to you guys. But you know what? Because he told me the 18th, my card would be clear. I was like, well, you know what? I'm just going to use another card because I don't understand. Like I turned into a real Karen. Because I was frustrated. We all get frustrated. We're all human. But then I say all of this to say Mercury is in retrograde. It ends today. However, the effects of Mercury retrograde will probably last for a couple of more days. So if there has been some miscommunication, if you've been thinking about booking a flight or signing a contract, wait till Monday. Psych Nurse Jackie. Hey, Psych Nurse Jackie. She's a friend of mine told me Venus is in retrograde as well. Definitely explains all the breakups. Yeah, but I feel like Venus has been in retrograde for a long time. Well, let's talk about the breakups. I'm not going to divulge into too much because some of you, if you're a member of the channel, I already know you already watched that video I just posted a couple of hours ago. All right. So I posted this video about a few different breakups. Hugh Jackman and his wife of 27 years, they're separating. Okay, so I'm going to say this because this is the podcast. For a very long time, people have thought that Hugh Jackman is gay. I don't know. I mean, I kind of care because he's cute. But I really don't care. You know what I mean? So a lot of people have referred to his wife as the beard. Someone just said it in one of my short form videos of this. So when they announced this and they mentioned the children's ages, they have 2 kids, 23 and 18. I was like, oh, they waited till the 18-year-old was ready to get out the house. Ready to get out the house. And now they're ready to separate. But they had a very lovely message to People magazine, just letting them know, we had a beautiful, almost 30-year marriage. I was like, all right. I like Hugh Jackman. Ever since the Greatest Showman. God. I mean, I liked him before that, but I really liked him after that. I was like, listen to this man sing and dance. He's very talented. Look, very talented. Oh, and see, yeah, and says people think Hugh Jackman is gay because of his theater career, but I don't believe it. I mean, I have never seen solid evidence enough to believe it. And as you know, in my job, there are a lot of people that are accused of being gay, like it's a bad thing. But there are some people in the industry that are still in the closet. It is what it is. And look, it is what it is. If he is, I hope that he will live the rest of his days out and open and happy. But if he's not, I wonder who he'll date next. Look, that will be interesting. That will be interesting. All right. Speaking of divorces, who else is divorcing? Jeezy and Jeannie Mai. What really went down? I feel like we're going to find out more things because it was just a week ago. She was praising him and his book to her 3 million followers on Instagram and talking about how she wants to look forward to spending, walking this journey with Jeezy, only for Jeezy to file yesterday in Georgia, Fulton County. I feel like if you want to get a celebrity sighting, even though they don't necessarily show up, but like that seems to be the hot spot. I need to go hang out at Fulton County in Georgia, the court. So Jeezy filed for divorce from Jeannie Mai. Oh, Dave, I didn't even mean to press that, but that was perfect. Universe, thank you. What do you think went down? I don't really know Jeezy's dating history. Do you guys know Jeezy's dating history? I know Jeannie's because she was married to that man. And she didn't want to have babies with that man. Then all of a sudden she got with Jeezy and got pregnant. Well, she didn't all of a sudden get. She also talked about her difficulties with getting pregnant, but then eventually she did end up having a baby naturally. Something is not right. And I look at Hugh Jackman's statement about his wife differently than I look at what's going on between Jeezy and Jeannie, because she really looked like she was ready to spend the rest of her days with him. However, he filed for divorce. I don't know. It's interesting. Guys, we have a proud sponsor here. We've collaborated with them a couple of years now, and they're back. And they're back and better than ever because they have a bunch of new products on their website. Coldest, even when they weren't sponsoring the channel, I always had my Coldest water bottle. And a bunch of you have bought your Coldest water bottles as well. Be sure to check out more information in the description of this video, or if you're listening to this, in the description of the episode, and use the discount code Kempire10 for 10% off of your order of anything. They have sheets. They have this new thing like hydration mix or something like that. I forgot what it's called. They have a lot of really cool stuff. But don't forget to use the discount code Kempire10 for 10% off of your order. All right. So Jeezy and Jeannie, that's interesting. Jeezy and Jeannie are getting a divorce after only a couple of years of being married. Here's the thing with that. Have you guys also noticed that there are a lot of relationships that started during the pandemic? They're now falling apart. Like people are getting divorced. People are breaking up. They met during the pandemic, got married during the pandemic. And now we outside and they're like, they don't know how to act. Jonah says, I was really surprised by this divorce filing. Yeah, me too. A little bit. Only because I don't follow Jeannie Mai and I randomly saw her celebrating Jeezy's book on social media. That was the last post that I saw from her. So when I opened up Instagram today and they said Jeezy filed for divorce, I was like, what? What? I mean, that's what divorce is for. I would hate for them to stay in a marriage that they're not happy in. Plenty of people stay in marriages for far past their expiration date, and then it gets toxic and messy. Okay, speaking of which, Kim and Croy. Kim and Croy Bierman, formerly of Real Housewives of Atlanta, formerly of Don't Be Tardy for the Party. Apparently, their divorce is still on. No matter what, Kim is delusional. She's delusional. I don't even know if she's delusional or she's just a liar. I'm not sure which one it is. Both, maybe. So Kim Zolciak, as you know, recently says, we're living in this house together as a man and husband and wife. Croy's attorney was like, we have proceeded with the divorce filing. And Croy is trying to sell this house. So he's asked the judge permission so he could sell this house, because we just reported in a new video that this house that we reported on before was in foreclosure, and she denied it. We're not in foreclosure. If you thought I would sell my house for $200 something thousand, you're crazy. I'm going to be in my house. She's like, you haters, what are you going to say when I'm celebrating my birthday here? What are you going to say when I'm celebrating Christmas here? It's about to be Christmas, which I'm happy about. But girl, you might not be in that house. They're trying to sell that house ASAP to catch up with their bills. They've been sued by countless people. Like, their credit score is in the... I don't know where their credit score is. I mean, after Delta, my SkyMiles card charged 300 times. I'm not sure where my credit score is now. Still better than Cam's. Looks still better than Cam's. Thank you, Zoe. You guys don't have to send super chats. You're already members. I appreciate it. I'm doing this live Kempire Radio podcast for you guys. You're seeing this before it makes it on any podcast platform. But Zoe, thank you. I'll take the money and I'll shimmy for it. It's been a while since I've shimmied. Zoe, thank you so much for the super chat. Zoe says, I feel bad for saying I saw it coming, regardless of all the nice things Jenny was saying about Jeezy. I just wasn't sold. Sorry, not sorry. Oh, see, I didn't care enough about them to even pay attention. To be honest with you, I didn't. Sidebar. When I mention your comments, guys, this will also be included in the podcast. So you're a part of the podcast. I will be posting the call-in link for you guys to call in and share your thoughts as well. So you'll be also possibly on the podcast. All right. So Kim and Croy are facing foreclosure again. According to TMZ, they are in pre-foreclosure. Well, I wonder what she's going to say now. Probably denying it. According to Croy, she has sold some of her bags because he's asked her to sell some of the bags to help pay some of these bills. He says that she sold some stuff, but she never used any of that money to pay the bill. She probably went and got some lotto tickets, hoping that she's going to win the lotto. You're not going to win the lotto, girl. You better go call Big Papa. Please. No, Big Papa's back with Kim. His original Kim, his wife. You think Big Papa's still cheating? Do you think he's still cheating? Once a cheater, always a cheater? He just got a new, younger thing than Kim? Sidebar. Let me just say thank you. We got another super chat from Zoe. Zoe says, to me, it looks like Jenny Jenny needs her black man experience, and Jeezy needed a setup and rebrand. It's a pity a child is involved now. I mean, I did kind of think, I don't know about the Jeannie part of that in regards to the black man part, but I did see how this coupling could work, give her a little bit more edge, but smooth him out a little bit and kind of cross over. I could see that, but maybe you just never know. Here's the thing. There are so many relationships in Hollywood that are not real, that are just for publicity. And will they have children in order to continue the fakeness? Yep, allegedly. Speaking of fake relationships, so I posted earlier today, and I just never know what's going to go viral on social media. And I'm not going to say that this has gone viral. It hasn't gone viral. However, it's definitely gotten over 1,000 likes. I don't know where it is at this point, because when I start seeing things get that much traction, I mute it on Twitter, X, whatever. So I posted this tweet. Hold on, let me just bring up this tweet that I posted on social media. Okay, let's bring this over. Okay. So I posted this tweet about JC. Okay, we're going to talk about the VMAs. So I watched the VMAs. NSYNC reunited for that. Apparently they're working on new music. Oh, okay. So I posted this because I was thinking to myself about this, and I was looking at JC. So I tweeted this and I said, since we're talking about NSYNC, JC Chasez should have had a bigger career and had the better voice than JT. And let's be real, it wasn't Black featuring NSYNC on Bring It All to Me. It was Black featuring JC. So everyone had their feelings about it. I mean, a lot of people agreed with me. Not that I need you to agree with me, but I'm just saying a lot of people agreed. And a lot of people started to talk about why exactly JC did not have a bigger career. No one in that group had a bigger career than Justin Timberlake. Well, a lot of people had their speculations like, oh, well, and I see quite a few of you mentioning Britney Spears, the relationship with Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears. Well, word on the street, that relationship wasn't a real relationship. That was really for, here's this pop couple to really help both of their careers, to be honest. I mean, of course, a lot of people say, well, I feel as if Britney helped Justin more so than vice versa. But I don't care about all that. I care about JC because he had such an impeccable voice for me. Yes, Justin Timberlake can sing. Don't get me wrong. But if I had to compare the voices who had the stronger voice, JC. And yes, he had a solo album. It didn't do very well. I feel like they had a particular image for JC, and that just wasn't it. I don't know what is he doing nowadays. Like, he should still be putting out music just for the love of it. I just always loved his voice. He had such an R&B-esque voice. Like, he's one of those people. He could have been our John B of that time. You know what I mean? Wait, was John B out at the same time? Look, no, I feel like John B was before that. Don't get me lying. It was the 90s. So maybe around the same time. It was a time for JC, but they went in a whole other direction for his music. Anyways, justice for JC. Justice for JC. I'm not going to lie to you. I did always look at JC with the side eye like, but he's married. Just saying. Always thought like, is that why? No. All right. All right. Y'all know I love me so. Look, come on. I did post another tweet, y'all. I was like, should I drop my single when we hit 300,000 on YouTube? Oh, y'all don't know I was a singer? Woo, woo, woo. No. I got music in the oven waiting to be released. Just saying. El Michelle says, is there any blue-eyed soul singers right now? I can't think of anyone that's actively popular right now. I mean, some people would say like Adele, but Adele sort of kind of moved out of that way. And she sort of more leaned into like being a pop person, like even the music. Sonia says JC was for the kids, John B for the grown folks. Yeah, but then he could have transitioned. That would have been a nice evolution for JC. I just feel like JC did not have even an opportunity. It just sort of like he got the solo record and then nothing. Like they didn't even try again with JC. Justice for JC. All right. Since we're talking about the VMAs, did you guys watch the VMAs? I didn't watch a chapter and verse, but I did end up watching all the performances on YouTube because MTV uploaded all the performances. Who was your favorite performance? I did enjoy the Bongos performance with Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. I was really excited for Nicki Minaj to host because, Nicki Minaj has a big personality. I don't feel like we got a lot of Nicki Minaj as a host. If you grew up watching the VMAs, then usually the host has like an opening, different little segments. We didn't get any of that from Nicki. We got a little bit of that, but I was just like, was this just sort of like, oh, Nicki's a big name. If we tell them that she's hosting, that will bring in the viewers. I want to see her host. I want to see her have a good time. I want to see her play different characters. I wanted to see her be funny. I don't feel like we got that. We did get a little sneak peek of a new song from Nicki during the VMAs. Who else was my favorite performance? I think that Cardi B and Megan did very well. I really enjoyed the Bongos video. I don't really love Nicki's song, The Last I Saw You. I don't feel like that was a great first single. I also don't love the fact that she's told so many people that this album's coming out on this particular date. Like, we don't do that anymore in the music industry. You know what I mean? Like, we don't give you a heads up. It's like a week before we tell you it's coming out then. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't love the first single. But it's Nicki Minaj. I'm going to listen. I'm going to listen to the project. All right. Oh, that's right. Yep. No writers. So, of course, they couldn't do any sort of. Okay, now that gives me perspective. See, this is why it's great that we have a live Kempire Radio podcast for members. They had no writers. Well, you know. Well, then that makes complete sense. This is why we need the writers to happen. We need, come on, pay the writers, pay the actors. This is what we need to happen. Okay. Shakira. Oh, damn. All right. First of all, I just got to say this. Shakira doesn't get enough credit for being an international superstar. I know internationally she's celebrated. I know even here people love Shakira. She deserved that Vanguard Award. She gave a stellar performance, but I was just so blinded at how youthful she looks. I was like, damn, Shakira. And I know we just saw her at the Super Bowl a couple of years ago, but I was just like, damn, Shakira looks good. All right. Here's the thing, though. Poor Shakira was being harassed the entire... Okay. I got to backtrack a little bit. So Shakira, congratulations. I got to backtrack because another great performance of the night had to be Doja Cat. When I talked about Doja Cat, members, when I talked about Doja Cat during our Tuesday takeover, like a handful of people were like, don't celebrate Doja Cat. She's the devil. I was like, I like the tune. I don't necessarily love the imagery or anything like that. I don't think she's a devil worshiper, though. I think they just do that for people's reactions. But I have to give it to Doja. Every time she's at an award show and she's performing, she is a pop star. Like, she is a star. This is why when I talked about Bongos on Twitter and people are like, oh my God, it's a terrible song. You don't know what you're talking about. I wasn't really talking about the song. I was talking about the amount of work and performance that went into them creating that visual for Bongos and then watching Doja Cat perform. I can see it in my head. Just the imagery, the choreography, she sounded great. She looked great. I was like, okay, superstar. Sidebar. I want to say this to you guys because, Barbs and Barty Gang, they get a little crazy. Did you guys notice that Ice Spice when what was it, Cardi? Yeah, when Cardi was Cardi's performance? I can't remember. Yeah, I think it was Cardi's performance. You saw Ice Spice getting down with all the other performances, but she was just like this. And I was like, is this because of her alliance to Nicki Minaj? I was just like, why is she reacting like this? Or maybe maybe there's beef. I don't know. I just noticed that. Speaking of which, a lot of people were noticing the audience and their reaction. Taylor Swift, look, Taylor Swift, it's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. Here's the thing. I feel as if, because she swept the awards and she won for the song Anti-Hero. I feel as if I helped make it popular. No, the Swifties have been all out. Taylor Swift, anytime she goes to the award shows, she has a good time. And I love that for her because she's been on a grueling tour and it was Mama's night out to have a good time. I'm surprised she didn't perform. You know what I mean? I'm surprised she didn't perform. You know who didn't perform and everyone was surprised that she wasn't there? SZA. And now we know why SZA wasn't there. According to this new report, apparently SZA decided to skip the awards because her manager told her to. Let me pull up this story because I thought this was really interesting because wow. So according to our friends over at the Neighborhood Talk, they write this. It says, neighbors, this year's VMAs were definitely lit, but it was one performance that we were missing, SZA. According to The Hollywood Reporter, SZA was expected to perform following the success of her sophomore album, SOS, but her manager canceled after MTV didn't give the singer a nomination for Artist of the Year. Though SZA did get a number of nominations for this year's awards and won, her name was oddly missing from the Artist of the Year category, despite having one of the best years of her career. Punch, her manager, that's his name, says it's a complete disrespect for her to be left off, and he questioned MTV about the decision. He says, obviously, she had one of the best years, if not the best year, of any artist at that point. I don't see why she wouldn't be nominated for Artist of the Year. It just really didn't make any sense to me. It's disrespectful. Terrence is his real name. Terrence Punch Henderson. This is what he told The Hollywood Reporter in an interview. He says they couldn't give a clear answer to why she wasn't nominated. It was just, well, she's nominated for all these other awards. So, I also posted a question on Twitter this week. Do you guys even take the VMA seriously anymore? Because I agree with Punch. I agree that SZA should have been, I've been playing that damn SZA album off charts for the last few months. She should be nominated. But I also feel like a lot of these awards have become political. A lot of these awards and a lot of these positions have become political in this industry. A lot of people are bringing in only certain people that they want to win because they have a new single out or they're about to launch something. Even when you see some of these folks are being like, oh, this person's going to be nominated for, not you, Shakira. I'm just going to use it as an example. This person's going to be nominated for Vanguard because they have a single or something coming out or a movie. It's also political. I don't really take the VMAs as seriously as I used to. I wonder if artists do. But I also said on Twitter, I talk a lot on Twitter, if you're not following me, I said something was really missing this year from the VMAs. I don't know what it is. And I used the Beyonce meme. Beyonce's having the biggest summer, the biggest year of her career too. And Beyonce's not in the house to do a performance. I know she's on tour, but so is Taylor. This is an opportunity for Beyonce to come in. Beyonce's busy, killing it. She was just in Seattle, killing it. So I don't know. A few things felt missing. Some people were like, he shouldn't have done that. He should have allowed her to perform. It's a great platform for SZA. But that's the thing. SZA's in a position where she doesn't need the platform right now. She doesn't need the platform right now because her career and her album is like one of the best albums of the year. Again, why Punch is right. She should have been nominated for Artist of the Year. Would she have won? No. They would have given it to Taylor Swift. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. All right. Since we're still talking about the VMAs, let's talk about this awkward moment. Since we were talking about Shakira, let me play this for you because this was scary. Okay. I was talking about Doja Cat's performance. When Doja was in the audience, I noticed Tiffany Haddish making a lot of noise. Mind you could hear the noise because of the microphone that Doja had. And all you hear and see, and that wasn't the only instance where she was sort of like talking and screaming. And a lot of people were saying that she was drunk, but I've noticed some weird behavior from Tiffany in the last couple of months, ever since that whole Aries Spears child situation. She's facing another lawsuit from the parent of those children. So her situation with that is far from over. But I just noticed that she's been acting a little weird, like weirder than usual. Because I know she's always act funny and weird. She's a comedian. But I feel as if something wasn't right. Was it just drinking? Well, homegirl was stalking Shakira at the damn awards, y'all. She was stalking Shakira at the awards. I got to show you, first of all, let me show you the video. let me show you the video first before we even get into this. Following Shakira around.
She ain't stopping for you. Shakira, you gotta turn around, baby.
Awkward. And Shakira was not turning around. Look at this picture, though. Apparently, like it's so disrespectful, though, because look, there's a picture with Shakira and Anita, right? That's Anita, I think. Yeah. Look, don't get me guessing. There's Shakira and another artist and Tiffany. Look, I don't think Tiffany was even part of this conversation. It looks like Tiffany was trying to get into the picture, and then when Shakira was taking pictures with her 2 awards for press, you have this picture of Tiffany again waving in the picture, like photobombing Shakira. My goodness. I don't know. Something was off, like off. This wasn't the only instance of Tiffany Haddish and her behavior during this award show. The other part of the award show that I wanted to talk about, and I watched the performance today, was Diddy. So Diddy had, he was being paid tribute to, and he had a performance, and he invited Young Miami from the City Girls and his son to perform with him. All right, King Combs and Keisha Cole. That's like Keisha Cole. Keisha Cole, a lot of people were like, Keisha sounded great. Some people were like, no, she didn't. I think she sounded great. As someone that's a singer, a professionally trained singer, and who has followed Keisha Cole's career, where she's had some hit and misses as a live performer, this was one of her best. She sounded great, and I love that song. Last Night, she sounded great. And I don't think we've seen a lot of performances of her and Diddy of the song. Diddy was on The Breakfast Club, and a lot of people are like, why would Diddy do a tribute to his career and his music and not have some of the bad boy people out there? So a lot of people just assume that maybe there's some bad blood. You also know that there was a recent story that Diddy was giving the publishing back to his artists. So Aubrey, formerly of Danny Kane, Aubrey was like, this is what I got a little while ago in regards to what exactly Diddy was offering his artists. He talked about this during The Breakfast Club as well. But let me just play for you the audio of what Aubrey O'Day had to say. And I believe her. Hold on.
Or wrongdoings or
Hold on.
Any claims or wrongdoings or actions prior to the date of the release, I have to sign an NDA that I will never disparage Puff, Bad Boy, Janice Combs, or Justin Combs' music or EMI or Sony ever in public.
So that you just got recently for this thing?
I got it a few months ago when he started doing this. In the news now. So what's happening is artists, some of them, not all of them, are being given streaming royalties and ownership back over our publishing on songs that we wrote at a time when that you have to stream a song 1 million times to make a cent.
Yeah.
Okay. It's hundreds of dollars. And me, as somebody that's a girl's girl, I hit everyone in my group and said, absolutely do not take this deal. I can get us a show on Hulu right now and talking about boy bands and girl bands, because you have to realize there's a handful, 2 handfuls, any claims or wrongdoings.
So that was from, let me just let you guys know. Hold on. So that was from an interview that she did with the Only Stan show, talking about this story that's been out there that Diddy's doing the right thing. He's giving back publishing and money to his artists, because it's been a story for a very long time that Diddy has stolen from his artists. That's been the narrative. He talked about that on The Breakfast Club this morning as well. And he denies that. He says he has a very good relationship with everyone. If he wanted to, he could have invited a bunch of different people to perform with him, but he really wanted to focus on his solo stuff. And he didn't want to focus on what he's produced. This is what he claims. Because as soon as I saw the lineup, I tweeted this. Yes, I tweeted. I was just like, what is going on? If we're doing a Diddy tribute, why are we getting Carisha and King Combs? What in the Nepo baby is going on? Don't nobody care about King Combs? And look, after I watched the performance, I stand on that. He looks very much like Diddy, but the performance is lackluster. And he's been doing this for a while now. I'm just like, Nepo baby, what's going on? Not impressed. I would have rather see Mace. Apparently, I think they did try to do have Mace come, but I guess scheduling, who knows? I didn't enjoy it. I enjoyed the performance, but I didn't enjoy the Nepo baby coming out. Just saying. I did enjoy Keisha Cole. I just thought it was interesting choices. I wonder what the rest of the Bad Boy label feels as if in regards to getting their masters and things like that back. However, I don't know if it was in my interview with Faith Evans or another interview that she did, where Faith Evans, I think, after she paid some money, got the rights to her masters. So I don't even think this involves her. I think she already had her masters. So I don't know how I feel about Diddy giving back the rights to these folks. I mean, he's made a ton of money off of this publishing. He could potentially make a ton more if he kept it. So I do think, because based on what he's saying, after he called out the Grammys, he said 2 years ago that he had to do some inner soul searching and be like, well, then I need to do this if I'm going to call out the Grammys. I don't know. It is what it is. Look, it is what it is. Diddy will be Diddy. Here's the thing. When it comes to Diddy, God can judge you. At the end of the day, when you go to your maker, all the things that you did, it's catching up with you. Maybe. I don't know. All right, so I wanted to talk about that, guys. If you're just joining us, this is our very first time doing a live podcast recording for Kempire Radio. If you haven't subscribed to Kempire Radio, what are you doing? Subscribe to Kempire Radio on your favorite podcast platform. All links can be found at kempireradio.com. And if you're already a avid listener of the Kempire Radio podcast, then you will not be surprised by this next ad. So I always tell you guys how much I love my water pick and my Quip toothbrush. A water pick, I hate to floss. I don't know about you guys. I hate flossing. It's not my thing. However, I've discovered a water pick, and a water pick is just an alternative. Some people say you got to do both. I'm not doing it. But I love my water pick because water gets into places that floss will never. So I will be posting links in the description of this episode so you guys can, it's an affiliate link. Go find out my favorite water pick that I've been using for a few years now. And part of the reason why I always talk about your dental health, because a lot of people don't realize that your dental health is so critical to your heart health. So ever since I found that out, I've made sure that I take care of my mouth. Wait a minute. I do. Okay. I'm about to go for a cleaning soon. So that's one of the other ways of taking care of your health. The other way is making sure that you're brushing correctly and making sure that you're brushing for the right amount of time. One of the ways that I do that is with my Quip toothbrush. And I'm so lost without my Quip toothbrush right now because the motor just died on my Quip toothbrush. And I didn't realize I'm using a regular toothbrush. And I'm just like, I am so used to and spoiled by knowing the right amount of time I'm supposed to be brushing my teeth, because it lets you know, it vibrates and lets you know how long you should be brushing your teeth. It pulsates when you need to go to the next side, the other side, the top to the bottom. I love my Quip toothbrush. As always, I'll be posting a referral link in the description of this episode. So be sure to check that out and support your health by supporting us. All right, moving on. Where do I want to go next? We already talked about the VMAs. I feel like I've talked way too much about that. Okay, we'll get into some personal stuff, and then we'll get into some more hot topics and things like that. And we will be posting the call-in link for you guys to call in and share your thoughts as well on anything that we're talking about. So as you know, during Labor Day, I went away. I went to Tennessee. All right. These things are going off. I went to Tennessee, and just to kind of get away, I have friends and family that live down there. So I went away for Labor Day. I was like, all right, it'd be a perfect time to go away. It was still hot. It was very hot in Tennessee, but it was nice to kind of get away, not do too much. As you know, I still did a lot. I still was working while I was away. And I even went live to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta while I was away. So that was a good key. What did I do when I was in Tennessee? I did a lot of just like chilling. My friend has a pool, so I went into the pool. Where did we go? We went to Gatlinburg at one point to get what is that name of that place? I forgot the name of the place, but they have some really, really great pancakes. So I did that. Ate really good, hung out, caught up, gossiped, gossiped about people in our lives. Not my friend doesn't care about any of the celebrity stuff. Which is perfect for me because I don't want to talk about it. So I will get to who blocked me in a second because this is I found out when I was down there. All right. So I also we did walks in the evening and things like just catching up, kikiing, talking about people and their relationships or lack thereof. I'm so glad that I'm not desperate to be in a relationship. And I hope you're not either. All right. Wendy, I did say to myself, I want to go see other parts of Tennessee that I have not seen, like Nashville, Memphis. I think I'm going to do that next year. Even if I realize I just got to do stuff on my own. I just got to do stuff on my own in order for it to happen. Psych Nurse says that Gatlinburg has good edibles. Apparently, I did see signs and stuff like that. Y'all know that's lost on me. I've been to Amsterdam how many times, and I've never, ever partook in any of the things that are there. It's just not my thing. I think I was like just a lush and all the things back in the day. Not back in the day, but you know what I mean? Like in another life. All right. Yes. The Smoky Mountains are beautiful. The Smoky Mountains. I mean, it's nice to kind of get away and see the wide open spaces. When I flew into Tennessee, into Knoxville, just seeing these homes that have just nothing but fields, and then they have this big, beautiful home. It's nice to see. Could I live like that? I don't know. Oh, Wendy said, don't come to Memphis. Crime is crazy. Not even for a hot second? Not even for a hot second, Wendy? Damn. It can't be that crazy. You're there. Okay. Micah says, Makia says, I just came back from Vancouver, Canada. I was just saying this week, I'm going to do a short trip to Canada at some point too. Next year. Next year. I'm going to do a short trip to Canada. So I did that while I was down there. But as always, when I'm away, there's always something happening that I need to talk about. All right. So I was live and I'd done a couple of things while I was down there. And then someone sent me an Instagram story. And I was just like, I can't see this. Like, why can't I see this? And the person says to me, are you blocked? And I said, maybe. I was like, I can't see what you're trying to send me. Can you guess who blocked me? It's a Bravo celebrity. All right. So first of all, let's just tally at least the people that we know. I don't follow these people. I don't necessarily go to their page unless I'm trying to do a report. So I already told you about Anita Baker. I told you recently about how Portia recently blocked me, even though I covered all of the Simon Gobadia stuff, and she just blocked me, I think, for the video that I did on what she said during Ultimate Girls Trip. She blocked me. Anita Baker blocked me. Keisha Cole blocked me. I have no idea. I think just because if you talk about Keisha Cole, like if you report on her story, she just doesn't like it, and she blocked me. Who else blocked me? Anita Baker. Oh, Tamar Braxton blocked me. Mary M. Cosby blocked me on Twitter only. Some of these people blocked me on Twitter, but I'm not blocked on Instagram. But this next person that blocked me, the new person, blocked me on Instagram and on Twitter. Foxy says, Courtney? If Courtney blocked me, I wouldn't even talk about it. I don't even know. I've never gone to Courtney's page to even know if she's blocked me. All right, so I've been sitting on this for a while. Because I was like, no, I'm going to talk about it on the podcast. So first of all, I'm talking about it on the podcast, but I'm talking about it with members first. Okay. Not Andy Cohen blocked me. Wait, Flora says, I hope it's just Jessel. No, why would she block me? Joy says, Andy or Sheree. Andy blocked me. I thought that was so not shocking, but interesting. And if you were with me on TikTok the other day, I said, oh, let me check to see if this person blocked me on Twitter too. Andy blocked me on Instagram and on Twitter.
Lies, the lie.
Blocked me on Instagram and on Twitter. And he blocked any accounts that I ever create on Instagram. And I know what you're wondering. Why would he block you? What did you do? First of all, I don't know why any of these other people that we've talked about have blocked me. I don't know the real reason. I don't know the real reason for Andy, but I can suspect. You remember the video that leaked of Andy during Pride weekend having a good old time with this black boy in his lap, and then he was playing with the nipple. First of all, remember I told you in a previous podcast that they try to cancel me on Twitter for a video I didn't take. I didn't take that video. As always, I'm always reporting and reacting to what's out there. I don't go out on a Saturday night like that. I did last week for Fashion Week. I'll talk about that in a second. I've been busy. So I'm assuming this is why Andy Cohen blocked me, because I think a lot of people were tagging him or talking about him. And as you know, Jeff Lewis brought up the video. So some of you heard my voice on Jeff Lewis's show because I introduced the video. So I'm guessing he assumes I was the one that took the video, even though you see the tag, you see the actual tag of because you know we always cite our sources. I had never claimed that I took this video. Maybe because I was one of the first to post about it or talk about it. So I'm guessing that's why Andy Cohen blocked me on Twitter and on Instagram. Okay. Do I feel bad about it? No. Look. I don't really have any feel. I thought it was funny though, because of the person that sent it to me. I was like, I can't see this story. I was like, who is this? They were like, Andy, does he have you blocked? I was like, oh. And they're like, why did he block you? I was like, well, probably because of that video. It's not look, it wasn't my video. But you see how things get started? People assume, even though, mind you, this entire tag of the people that had the exclusive is on the video. But they thought I was the one. No, I'm reacting to it. Makia says, I think you were one of the first to talk about it because I heard about it from you. Look, I can't control that though. But you're right. I think because of when it was sent to me, it was sent to me, and I think whoever sent it to me is in here. It's your fault. They were trying to cancel me. No. I decide on what I'm going to report on. So that's who blocked me. Andy Cohen blocked me on Instagram and on Twitter. Should I create merch that says blocked by Andy for BravoCon? Lies. No. Okay. Wendy says maybe he blocked you because you showed the video was already on social media. It's not like someone sent me the exclusive video. It was already going to be everywhere. I just was one of the first to react to it. It is what it is. My job is not easy. Okay. Let me say thank you. All right. First of all, Ariana, thank you so much for being a member for 3 months. I feel like your co-host. I feel like your co-host. I love this perk. See. Shout out to our Team Kempire members. Please understand, when we do this again, you won't be included. Sorry. Woo, woo, woo. Woo, woo, woo. I'm just extending it so you guys can have the experience. Again, Team Kempire members, you will have access to this for 24 hours. Those of you that are Royal Court members will have access to this on Monday. And Senior Royals, you'll have forever access to this. However, the different version of this video that will be put out won't include everything. It won't include everything. I might not even include the Andy part. All right. Natalie's been around a long time too here on the channel. Thank you so much for the super chat. Natalie says, you have the best callers. I really do. And some of the most intelligent and funny and shadiest callers. Just saying, like they're all of that. Lauren, thank you so much for the super chat. Lauren says, I'm not surprised about Andy. Damn, what do you mean, Lauren? What's that mean? I am going to have you guys call in and share your thoughts. Matter of fact, I'm going to post the link in the live chat in just a second. Lauren sent another super chat. She says that you're worldwide for real, Kempire. I mean, look, I thought we already knew I was worldwide after we did the whole the Netflix and Young, Famous, and African. I thought we decided then I was worldwide. Damn. BTF says, being blocked, are you going to have problems with BravoCon? No, I'm sure there are plenty of people that are blocked by some of these other Bravo celebrities and they don't have a problem. Oh, who knows? We'll see when I show up. If that does happen, I will let you guys know. You know, I'll be reporting live from outside of BravoCon like this. They won't let me in, y'all. I got tickets, but they won't let me in. Sashay Shante says, I love it here. And we love having you all here. All right, so let me post the call-in link as well. I'll take calls in just a second. There's still more that I want to talk about in regards to this special live Kempire Radio podcast. I am working on some new merch too, y'all, including podcast merch. All right. Yes, and I am going to do special content for members from BravoCon. Like we'll go live for members only from BravoCon. So stay tuned for that. Just saying, I got things that we're going to bring to you guys. All right. All right. Last weekend, because, you know, I don't really go out like that. Not anymore. Like back in the day, I used to go out all the time. I was just talking to my friend Silent. You know, he's been here on the podcast before. And I was like, remember we used to go all these events and we'd be everywhere. Like every weekend it'd be something. And then when I managed an artist, every Saturday, every weekend it was something. And then a performance there and recording and all kinds of stuff. But it's been a while, especially since the pandemic, since I've actually gone out and did anything. So Fashion Bomb Daily invited me to a New York Fashion Week fashion show, their Bomb Fashion Show, which I'm so glad that I went. Because let me tell you, leading up to it, I was like, I really don't feel like going out. I really don't feel. And then like the last few hours right before, I was like, all right, I felt like my energy was building up. I was ready. I was like, yes, let me go. I got dressed up. At first, I was like, oh, what am I going to wear? I don't have a stylist. I don't want, this is New York Fashion Week. And I said, if I'm going to do New York Fashion Week, I feel like this is the best way to do it, where it's a Black-owned business with Black designers being celebrated. They're up and coming. I was like, this is the perfect New York Fashion Week event for me to go to. That happens to be hosted by Nene Leakes. Ashley Darby was there. Giselle was there. I didn't see Giselle. I did see Ashley Darby stomp past me. I'm not sure if she stomped past me because she knew it was me, or she just stomped past me because that's just the way she walks. Heavy foot. You know what I mean? Like, just I don't know. Lisa Milan was there too. However, I left before them. When the fashion show was done, I went to use the restroom. I got a couple of shots of Nene. Wait, you know what? You no one has seen these shots that I've taken except the members. So I'm going to show you guys the shots that I took of Nene. Hold on. Let me just send this and see. You guys are getting you're getting all the stuff right now, y'all. Let me see. Nene's beautiful. Let me just say that. Nene looked great. Nene was there. Who else was there? I did see one of the subscribers that came up to me at the fashion show, which was great. I love when I meet you guys. That's the only reason why I'm going to BravoCon. It's really to meet all of you, and I might do some sort of like impromptu meetup at BravoCon. Okay, so let me just post. I just want to show you guys one of the photos of Nene. I didn't get a good shot because people were like all around her at this point. This was at the end of the fashion show. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can bring this over. Let me see. Okay. So this is one of the photos of Nene at BravoCon. Where's the other photo? Let's see. Okay, let me see. Oh, there goes Nene again. Like gorgeous. She was like beautiful. Okay, I'll tell you guys, how was she as a host? Because she was hosting this fashion event. The fashion was incredible. I'm going to share more of the photos on my Instagram of the fashions. But they did a great job. All the fashion designers. I was very impressed. Shout out to the models. The models were really great as well. Oh, there was a couple of cute men. Look. First of all, I'm so glad that there was some men's fashion included in this as well. Even though I loved a lot of the female fashion and the models. Oh my God, gorgeous. But there was some cute male models too. I was like, hey, sir. I sometimes forget though. I know I don't look my age, but I have to remember, like, I am not dating somebody that's in their 20s. Just saying. 30s is probably like my limit. Just saying. I say that now and then all of a sudden I fall in love with someone that's like 28. Oh gosh. As long as they're legal, not like Abby Lee Miller. We talked about that. We're not going to get into that. All right. Hey, Miss Bernice. Miss Bernice has been a member for 16 months. Andy's just being that B. He needs to take a Midol and call it a day. Come on. A mess. I see we already have quite a few callers in the backstage. So we're going to get to the callers in just a second. Let me just drop the link again, just in case you missed it. See, I don't normally do that when we do a live show, but you guys are members. So I wanted to do that. Was there anything else? There's other stories, but we've covered a lot on YouTube. I don't want to rehash or talk about the same stories from before. Navistat, thank you so much for being a member for almost 2 years. Navistat says, you are always keeping it real. Best hangout. And I love that you guys impromptu, because we did not plan to do this tonight. But I know you guys have been waiting on to find out who blocked me. But you also have been waiting on a new podcast episode. The new podcast episode will drop on Monday. A different version. The members only one will not be the exact version that drops on Monday, but a new version. And if you listen to the podcast, I don't just record something that's going to be like the visual version. I always add additional stuff just for the podcast. So if you haven't subscribed to the podcast on your favorite podcast platform, be sure to subscribe at kempireradio.com. V, thank you so much for another super chat. V says, I forgot Big Brother. I agree with you. Series, hope I said it right. I'm saying it wrong. I've been saying it wrong. Son may have to go. He's doing too much, Jared. Okay, can we get into that real briefly? Because I just watched last night's episode of Big Brother. I don't normally watch Big Brother, but you guys told me Suri was going to be, not Suri, Suri. That Suri was going to be on it. So I was like, okay, I might have to watch it because I want her to win because I love me some Suri since Traitors. So I watched the episode. Spoiler alert. Oh. Spoiler alert. So Izzy went home. Oh. And they backdoored her. I loved Izzy and her relationship with Jared and Suri, especially Suri. So I was sad to see her go. I thought Felicia was going to go home. The house is now after Jared and Suri. I don't like this at all. I need her to win. Deborah, you got tea on who won HOH? I don't know. Don't say it. I need to. That's why I don't like the damn live feeds. Oh, damn it, Wendy. Damn it, Wendy. Spoiler alert. Thank God, though. That's good news. Yay! Send Cameron home. Send Blue home. He's not going to send Blue home. send Corey home. So Corey basically got everyone to vote Izzy out this week. And I know you're probably thinking, who the hell is Corey? I had to remind myself because he's been a non-mother factor this entire season. But he got everyone to vote Izzy out. I was so sad to see Izzy leave, but I didn't think Izzy was going to win. I would have loved to see Izzy come to the end, but I also didn't think that Izzy was going to make it to the end. But Izzy was also the only one that knew that Jared is the son of a Surrey. People are starting to piece things together. Cameron has been great entertainment this week, and we talked a little bit about this on Tuesday Takeover. I don't love the way. I mean, this week they didn't really focus too much on him. There was mostly focus on America and Corey. I want America gone. I want Corey gone. I still want Felicia to stay. I forget Felicia. Exactly. Deborah says, send America home. Oh, look, see, you guys agree with me. Elba says, America can go too. She for the streets. Not for the streets, child. But I am so invested in Big Brother right now. It is so good. I want to watch the live feeds, but I feel like when I watch it, it spoils things for me. And I don't want to know things. Because then I don't want to realize like, oh, I can't say this because I don't want to spoil it for you guys. But I'm loving this season. But those of you that have been watching Big Brother for a very long time have said, this is not a good season. Everyone's voting with the house. And it's starting to get better, though. I think it's getting really good. I think it's getting really, really good. What else did I want to say from this episode? So the house, especially Corey, is now on to Sari and Jared. Cameron is now, he's like, oh, now he knows. But they don't know that that's mother and son. No one in the house knows except Izzy. But now Izzy has been voted out the house. I wonder how Felicia's going to feel if she finds out that Suri voted for her to go home. Siri's got to figure this out. Siri's got to figure this out. Because I need her to make it to at least to the top 3. And one of the things that they surprise us, because this is the 25th anniversary of the show, the 25th season. So they're mixing everything up, and they're going back to where you're only going to have a 7-person jury versus the 9. So I need her to make it to at least the 7. No, I need her to make it to the top 3. I want her to make it to number 2. She's not dumb, though. Her son's dumb. I'm sorry, Jared, but you're dumb. But I'm glad. I was hoping that you would win the HOH. And he did. Just don't put on those sunglasses. I know, Sue. I've heard that too. Sue says, no, Kempire, you will love the live feeds and it wouldn't ruin the show because a lot on the feeds doesn't make the show. Oh, okay. I know some people have told me that too, that I probably would enjoy that. All right. And I have Paramount Plus, so I can sit here and watch it on my television. Paula says, I'm tired of Felicia. I got tired of Felicia this past week because she was acting like somebody from Orange is the New Black. Because she switched up on us. And she's not loyal. You saw how she turned on our girl, Suri? Just saying. Yeah, I agree. Deborah says Jared ruined Suri's social game. I wonder how she's going to figure this out. I think Suri would have did better if her son wasn't there. I think, first of all, he's ruining things for her, but he's also taking away from her focus. Damn it. We need to all get down on our knees, not on our knees, and pray. But I'm glad Jared won because he's not going to nominate his mama. Who do you think he's going to nominate? Corey better be in that. Or Cameron. But Cameron's going to fight to get that veto power. Damn. I feel like their days are numbered. Luckily, Jared will not go home. But I just don't think that Jared can make it to the end. I don't think he can. I don't think he's got that thing that his mother has. Just saying. Who else? I don't like. I do like Jag too. I like Jag, but Jag is now he's turning on us. Look, he's turning on our team. Dr. Payne, Jared told Blue. This idiot. You see what I'm talking about? He's so damn I'm so mad. All right, y'all. It's dinner time. Luckily, I cooked yesterday with you guys on TikTok. I appreciate you all being here and joining us for our very first. I can't believe it. I've been talking about this for at least a couple of years. About doing a Kempire Radio live podcast episode. And we finally did it. I had the thought to do it for today because luckily a lot of the shows that we've been recapping have now since ended. Thank God. So we have a little bit more time. Thank you to all of you for being members of the channel. As I said before, we cannot continue to create and do what you love us doing without your monthly support. That helps us not rely on just ad dollars, which apparently has changed here on YouTube. It's changed. There have been some things that have changed on YouTube in regards to ad dollars and whatnot. So we appreciate your monthly support. And some of you that send in super chats and cash apps and Venmos or buy merch or you get a little something for yourself. All of this helps us continue to be independent entrepreneurs in this game of what we do here of entertainment. So thank you to everyone that called in. Thank you to everyone that was in the live chat. Replay crew, we haven't forgotten about you because I know some of you Team Kempire and Royal Court members and Senior Royals did not have an opportunity because it was such a last minute live. Thank you for being here. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section on anything that we talked about. And do not share any of this information outside of the group, okay? I'm going to turn it to Felicia in a second. Anyways, Alex said his phone died. Probably for the best, Alex. You were about to be messy. Probably for the best. It's okay. We will do this again. Team Kempire members, you'll have this for the next 24 hours. Royal Court members, you'll have this till Monday. And of course, Senior Royals, you'll have this for infinity. Just say it. All right. Everyone have a great rest of your evening. I'm going to go get something to eat. I will see you guys in the next video. I hear Love and Marriage Huntsville is going to be coming back. Stay tuned. If it's worth talking about, I'll be here. All right. Let's get out of here with a little music. I will see you guys later. Bye, y'all. What song do I want? Oh, we haven't played this in a while.
Gonna get a lot of dough. Anything is possible. Turn me up in the headphones. Yeah. Trying to get a lot of dough and dirt through all the obstacles, cause anything is possible. Yeah. Oh man, I got a lot of gold. Stack that bread and by my nose. Anything is possible. Yeah. Trying to get a lot of dough and dirt through all the obstacles, cause anything is possible. Hey. Oh man, I got a lot of gold. Stack that bread and by my nose. Anything is possible. Hey. I grind to get a lot of dough and dirt through all the obstacles, cause anything is possible. Yeah. Oh man, I got a lot of gold. Stack that bread and by my nose. Anything is possible. Yeah, all I know is get paper. All I do is shit major. Bought a condo on the top floor in the buildings, the skyscraper. Feeling like I'm Kobe, LeBron for the Lakers. Feeling like I'm Idris, Paul Walker, Taker. New Rollie, no diamonds in it. New Porsche, all dimes in it. I'm infatuated with fine women. Corona extra with the lime in it. Just a chase to Henny. Used to be a penny pincher. Now I'm in plenty business. Grind hard, nigga, on guard. Grind hard, nigga, on guard. Yeah. We grind to get a lot of dough and dirt through all the obstacles, cause anything is possible. Hey. Oh man, I got a lot of gold. Stack that bread and by my nose. Anything is possible. Hey. I grind to get a lot of dough and dirt through all the obstacles, cause anything is possible. Yeah. Oh man, I got a lot of gold. Stack that bread and by my nose. Anything is possible. I lean with it, I rock with it. Locks under my socks fitted. Tahoe with the black tint. Houston girl, heavy accent, but my whole swag is magic. High five, fantastic. Make the money stretch like elastic. Making moves that you couldn't imagine. Eating, still watching my calories. Just to pull in that big boy salary. That's just the way that it has to be. I'm a bad boy, Mike Lowry. While I'm sipping this Henny. And all of my niggas is with me. Yeah, grind hard, nigga, on guard. Grind hard, nigga, on guard. Yeah. grind to get a lot of dough and dirt through all the obstacles, cause anything is possible. Hey. Oh man, I got a lot of goals. Stack that bread and dominoes. Anything is possible. Hey. I grind to get a lot of dough and dirt through all the obstacles, cause anything is possible. Yeah. Oh man, I got a lot of goals. Stack that bread and dominoes. Anything is possible.